Hi viewers, welcome to our channel NCK Hub. We are thrilled to see you here. If you find our technical services intriguing and learning, we encourage you to subscribe and follow for more regular updates, deep insights, and our tutorials into cutting edge solutions. Thank you for being part of our community. Today we are going to look into the Azure series Day 1 Zero to Hero. As part of Day 1 agenda, today we are going to look into signing up into the Azure account, knowing about the free account and its benefits, navigating through portal.azure.com after we do register or sign up into Azure account. And after that one, we will have a look into the services from the dashboard of Azure, customer support and CLI. I once again welcome you all to the Azure series Zero to Hero. So let's start creating or signing up into an Azure account. So for this one, first you have to open your browser. From the browser, you have to navigate Azure. Simply you can do browse in the Google Azure. Next, from the azure.microsoft.in, you can either get started with Azure or else you can click get started with Azure at the left hand side. Next, you will be prompted with a free login to try Azure. You have to click on the try Azure for free. Next, after that one, you have to add your credentials. That means if you are using your Gmail account or if you are using your business account, if you are using for training purpose, you can create your Gmail account. From that account, you can create one account for your Microsoft Azure. So now I am going to create one. You can follow the same process. So you have to add your email. Next, you have to authorize your credentials with the same account. You have to create a password. I will be authorizing the code which I will be receiving on my mail. So that I am going to add as of now. If you are willing to go for this one, you can do update. If not, you can skip this one by checking out. Next, after that one, click on next. Next, you will be prompted with a certain section where you have to solve the puzzle when creating an account. The verification is completed. You will be automatically navigated to the next page. We'll wait for the page to load to the Microsoft Azure portal. So if you can see, these are the free account details which you can see. So they are providing for a Azure free account if you can sign up. Popular free services, they are providing almost 30 plus services different you can do access. From them, 55 plus services you are getting as free, and you are getting 13,300 and credit rupees for first 30 days. That means almost it is more than 10,000 rupees plus 13,000 rupees they are giving as a credit to your account if you want to avail those by creating servers, scaling groups, gateways, security portals, containers, and everything. Whatever the services are there under the free services, if you are crossing those free services, those will be chargeable. According to the limit of the credit, your credit will be elapsed. So kindly please remember when you do create the account, free credits will be allotted to you, and completely the account will be free for first 12 months. So this, while you are creating, you can do create your by providing all your credentials like first name, last name, email address, and phone number, all your details with respect to the address, enter everything you have to enter, and finally you have to agree it. Next, after that one, you have to click on next and sign up. So let me add the details below. So while entering the details, you have to authenticate your mobile number like this. Next, after that one, you have to add your all the details. After that one, you can do click on next. It will load you to identify your verification. Next, after that one, you will be prompted to log in or sign up into the account. you are required to pay any amount of bill. For that, you have to authenticate your card details here. Initially, they will be debiting and creating back as a tokenization amount. Next, after that one, your account will be signed up. So let me add all these details here. I have entered the required details and I am trying to sign up to the account. After my card details and everything has been rolled out, I will be receiving a OTP. So this once your payment is successful to the Microsoft, then you will be authorized to access your account. So prior to this one, you can do check, you can do use your avail your services unless it will all will be if you are going with the free services, those will be non-charged. If you are going more than that one, beyond that one, you will be definitely charged. You can go as per pay as on go service. So let me click on sign up. Next, after this one, you can do protect your authenticator with your account. Once after that one, for few candidates, it will be displayed and showcase you. Like if you are a eligible candidate, then your Azure account will be created. If not, for few people, it will be thrown an error like that. If you are not eligible, then definitely you are not eligible for an Azure free account. Then you have to sign up with pay as you go pricing. So let me click on here with the account. Sign up for Azure with pay as on go service with respect to the pricing level. You have to agree this. Then you have to allow this. Next, you have to add all the details. You are opted for payment as on go service or pay as on go service. After authorizing your account, OTP, and all the details, while selecting all these information agreement, initially you have to add your PAN card if you are preferring pay as on go service. If not, then it is not required to add your PAN card. Next, you have to add your payment information. Next, if you require a technical support, then you have to select any of these options. Production usage, new account for regular usage purpose, and business usage purpose. If you are using for practice or training purposes, then definitely you are not required to opt all these business, production, and getting started. You can opt directly and check on the box of no technical support is required. Then you can do click on sign up. Then you will be authorized to protect your account like previous. So let it navigate to the next page. You do verify completely with your OTP and everything. You will be prompted to log into the Azure portal. While navigating to this one, you can go to your email as well. You will be receiving an email about stating welcome to the Microsoft Azure, and we can do navigate directly from here to directly go to the portal.azure.com. So this is my email which I have received. Like this, you will be receiving an email too for your account. So let me close my mail here and we will now jump into the actual session, which is a quick tour into the Microsoft authentication. With respect to the Microsoft authentication, as I said, initially you have to authenticate your account. So first you have all, whenever your account is added in either in AWS or any cloud provider like Azure or GCP, you have to authenticate your account with MFA, mobile factor authentication or multi-factor authentication, which where you have to authorize your account by downloading from, if you are using Android, download MFA. If you are using iOS, download MFA with respect to the access. If you need an elevated access, you will be having and provided a business with respect to the RSA token as well. So why this is needed? Why? Because you have to secure your account as your account has been added with credit card details or debit card details. That account needs to be saved. It's completely provides you a high level of authentication with proper security that your subscription management should not be hacked or some other user should not be use your account, or else you have to pay all the account. Kindly please remember this one. You have to authenticate this one into multi-factor authentication. So this is the dashboard of the Azure Microsoft. So from this dashboard, we will quickly check into our account. You can do check your email and you can do navigate to your Microsoft account. From the account, if you want to set up any account details and if you want to authorize anything, certain details with respect to the application settings, if you want to change the theme, color, or application in terms of using the services, if you want a black or white color or vivid, you can do set up all these things in your setting up page. So if you can see, this is your Microsoft Azure account. So from this, I have navigated to my settings. From the page, I came into the actual your info. So this is my information about my account of Microsoft Azure. So like if you are willing to change your password, first you have to add your phone number. Next, after that one, you can do change, click on the password of your account as well. So from here, you can add your current password and you can add new password and you can do re-enter your password. I am canceling the password. As of now, I am not going to change my password. If you want to add your photo and address and other details, you can do select this one. If you want to add a recovery phone number, you can do select this one and you can add a recovery phone as well. Previously, as I shown you, I am closing this one. Already we have seen this. Next, if you want to know your devices, how many devices were connected to your account, if you are registering to another account to access your account from another device, you can register a device. Like we do register our OTT platforms. Likewise, you can do register your devices. And another thing you can do, check into the security services. You may know about your sign-in activity. So this is view sign in my active when you have logged in. If your account is hacked or someone is using your account unexpectedly, if it is not hacked, if someone you have your credentials are being shared or used, then I request kindly check into the security when it was logged on and when it was accessed. You can know from security. Next, go back to the account. You can do manage your all the devices. What are the devices being used? Next, after that one, if you have any payment options you want to modify or you want to delete, you can do come to the payment options, do remove it by clicking on it. Next, after this one, we are going to check into the active services and subscriptions. So these are the services and subscriptions, whatever you want to avail. If you want a new service, you can do go to the get 365. From there, you will be getting certain amount of data. You can do avail them. If you want free services, so your free services which are being provided from the Microsoft, you can do check it out. These are 365, OneDrive, Skype, and Outlook. These the as part of the Microsoft Azure account, they are providing these free services. As my account is not valid for using all the services. So now going back to the portal again, from the dashboard, if you can see, we'll be having another option. So this is the feedback. If you want to share any feedback to the Microsoft, you can click on this and you can share your feedback by satisfying or not satisfied, checking the icons. Next, if you want to talk to any of the Microsoft customer support, then click on this question mark where you will be navigated to the support and troubleshooting related to the services or related to the usages or billing or payments on many more. Whatever the community questions, if you have, you can do ask them. By posting here, you have to filter the question. Example, if I have any virtual machine, then accordingly you can do click on go. You have to fill out certain options which will be satisfied, and also they will be updating to you related to your issue. Certain links they will be provided where you can do access them and you will try to know about you can do figure out the actual issue initially. If not, then you can do try to contact the troubleshooting support team. So this way, if you can see the current section, I have just entered virtual machine. The virtual machine is an issue related to Windows, Linux like this. They will be asking the question. You have to respond to them accordingly. They will be navigating to the support section. So this is one thing. Next, if you can click on settings, from the settings, if you want to change the appearance, then you can do click on the appearance. If you want, currently it is a flyout. If you want to dock, you can do check it like this. And if you want a collapsed and expanded like this, you can do set. The menu behavior you can do check. And also if you want to change your language selection and region, all these things you can do select from. settings option. Next, my information, already we have discussed in settings. My information, that is only your info of the application. If you want to add your email address and if you want multiple Azure portal access with required number of services, if you want to use AI and ML, you can do select it. Identity and access, you can do select it. Infrastructure, you can do select it. Like this, multiple services with personalization, you can do select the account depending upon your portal plan. All these will be charged. If you want to restore to default settings, you can do click on these options. And if you want to sign out any notifications not required, you can do opt out of your options. If you don't want any options, then you can do select it, and you have to select on click on apply. Next, we'll be going back to the notifications. So these are the notifications if you will be receiving. So I can go to CLI. So this is the Cloud Shell which you can see as of now. This Cloud Shell is being loading as of now. So this option is really important. Like in AWS CLI, we will be having in Azure also Cloud Shell, where you can do manage your bash or command line interface. You can do use here two ways. One is bash and another one is PowerShell. Whichever you are comfortable, you can do select this one, select bash or shell. You can do update and work with your CLI. So this is the CLI which I have shown you. You have to click on this button, CLI button. Next, after this one, you will be prompted. So no storage, subscription, pay as on go. Like this, you have to select and you have to click on apply. So if you are using private network, click on this one and click on apply. Your service with respect to the PowerShell, it will be loaded. It will be talking to the Cloud Shell and it will be connected to a terminal from your Azure account, which you have opted. It will be connected to your PowerShell. Let me type once again. So these are the commands regularly we will do use ls space hyphen lrta. So it's displaying bash profile, bash logout, all this. This is just a PowerShell. If you want to switch from PowerShell to bash, you can do click on this one and you can do confirm. So this will be changing to from power to bash from the PowerShell. So if you want to check the same, you can do check. So like this, you can do make use of your CLI from the Azure CLI from the dashboard. So now I am clicking on the home button. So this is your actual service of portal with respect to Azure. So here you can do see all the services. If you want to navigate, you can do click on more services. If you are planning to create a new resource, you can click on create resource. If you want to look about a quick start center, so that is the one thing which we are going to look now. So these are the services which you can see. So this quick start center, before we are going to look, I will just give a description to you which you can do see. The quick start completely it describes about what are the next steps. You will be prompted to next from one service to another service you will be going, which will be provided to you the services. Those services are project guidelines and required free services. All these will be showcased to you. So if you can see, this will be the navigating first Azure portal account, starting your account and pricing and management services. You will be provided with certain videos which you can make use of Azure costs. Next, you can do click on come to the home button and now click on Microsoft Azure menu. So these are the wide variety of services. Those are available in Azure. Depending upon the end user requirement or the developer or the tester or anyone who wants to use admin resources of DevOps engineers or anyone, this Microsoft Azure provides wide variety of resources where you can do containerize your application. Directly you can deploy and host your application. You can balance your application with load balancer and high amount of storage accounts. You can do deploy private route networking and also public route networking. You can deploy multiple function application services, databases, all these, many more are there. So these services we are going to look in our day 2 course one by one. So as of now, for day 1, I am going to close the session here. Overall, we have discussed in this day 1 session how to create an Azure account. If it is a business account, we have to proceed with certain conditions and steps to follow. If it is a free account, you are not required to authorize any details of information like PAN card, you will be prompted with number of services which will be freely available. If you are already a business account, then you will be prompted with your business login. If you are creating a new account and previously you have not used it, Microsoft will provide you free amount of services for 1 year with certain amount of credits. Those you can do. Next, we have started looking into after adding our card details, address, and everything. After authorization, our account will be connected to the portal.azure.com. From there, you need to log. We have discussed about looking into the account information, and notifications, settings, and Azure CLI. Also, we have seen about all the services. So in the upcoming session, we are going to discuss about services being provided by the Microsoft Azure. Thank you for being part of our community. And if you like our videos, kindly please do subscribe and follow us for more videos. And we request to encourage us like this to provide you a detailed explanation on cloud technical services.